Hi everyone, I'm delighted to have Isobel with me today, who came to our Supermums program and got a job a couple of years ago and now works at a consultancy called Cloud Please. So Isobel, welcome. Thank you for joining me on the call today.
Hi, Heather.
So we're going to kick off with your first question, which is how did you decide on a Salesforce career? Why did you decide to go down this route in the first place? How did you hear about it and what helped you make the decision?
So my friend introduced me to Salesforce. I knew nothing about it 4 years ago. And my friend went to, I think it was a conference, and she met you actually, and you told her all about Supermums, and she said to me, "Oh, I think this would be really good for you," and gave me a flyer. And at the time, my youngest child was about 1 or 2, and I was thinking, okay, maybe that's something to hold on to for later, for when I'm thinking about getting a job. So I really knew nothing at all about Salesforce. I didn't even know what it was when she gave me the flyer. I thought it was selling, and I thought, I don't think I'll be very good at that.
Oh,
Um, but then I looked into it, and then what really kind of drew me into Salesforce in particular was the ability to work in a flexible way from home. It looked like it was a well-paying career, so I thought that would be good. And also seems like quite a versatile career. You can go into different parts of Salesforce. So you could focus on marketing, cloud, or experience cloud, whatever you're kind of interested in. So I thought there's a lot of opportunity for learning and growth. So that's kind of why I chose Salesforce.
oh. And what was your background as well before you
I
had?
have no professional, but so I was a stay-at-home mum for like 15 years.
Oh,
And
wow.
before that, I just kind of I did university, then I did temping. So I didn't really have like a big career that I'd come from or changed to Salesforce for.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was like my first career, really.
Wow. Well, being at home, stay-at-home mum, I think is harder than working. So
Yeah.
thank you. I think there's a lot of transferable skills you can bring over. And I suppose with that, did you feel like you had transferable skills from what you've been doing that you feel like you brought into this role now?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I did a lot of different jobs before,
Mm.
and I think all of them kind of give you something, whether it's communication skills or learning how to talk to people. Um, yeah, I think
Mm.
my even though it was kind of like not in the same field, I think it did help me.
Yeah. Good. Good, good, good. And what made you choose the Supermums course per se? I mean, did you look around at your options? Obviously, you're given this flyer, which is great.
Yeah,
You know, what we get 60% of people through word of mouth and recommendation.
yeah.
How did you feel about our course versus other options?
Well, because I didn't have a professional background, the thing that really made me want to choose Supermums was the work experience. Because I'd never worked in that kind of field before and I had absolutely no experience at all.
Yeah.
That made me feel a lot more confident that I would be able to demonstrate that I could do the job, not only for future employers, but I think for myself as well. Just get that experience that I know I can do it, and then give me the confidence to interview and have something behind me rather than 15 years of being a stay-at-home mum.
Fantastic. And how did you find the course?
I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it, and I've made a few friends that we've kept in touch, and yeah, I really enjoyed the course, and I liked how it was all online. You could rewatch the sessions if you wanted to. My mentor was brilliant. He was really good. Yeah. Yeah, and obviously the work experience was fantastic for me.
Oh, that's really good. And obviously, it's landed you a job. So, how did you get your job opportunity?
Um, so I did the Supermums course, and then I was planning to settle my youngest one into school and then start looking and then I was thinking, well, then I'll study for the admin course, the admin exam, because I hadn't taken it yet. And I thought, right, so I'll get him into school, I'll study for the exam, and then I'll look for a job. But it
Mm.
actually happened completely the wrong way round. So he started school, and then I started studying for the admin exam, but then I got contacted on LinkedIn um, by my boss now, asking if I wanted to interview, and I emailed him back on LinkedIn saying, I haven't got the admin certificate. And so he said, oh no, that's okay, you can still interview. So I did. And I was really not expecting to get the job at all. I kind of thought this will just be interview experience for me. I was quite prepared to do a lot of interviews before landing a job, but luckily I got that job. So
that's amazing. And in some ways it's nice to go in with that kind of level of expectation so you don't come away too disappointed. But how did you feel about that interview then, and what questions they asked of you and how you responded? Did you feel confident to respond to the questions through what you'd learnt on the course?
Yeah, so there was kind of a talking interview, kind of initial meeting, if you will, just about any experience I had, and I talked about the work experience that I'd done for Supermums. And then there was kind of the technical test where they just put me in an org and asked me to do certain tasks, which I really liked, rather than being put on the spot and being asked like technical questions that I probably wouldn't have thought of the answer quick enough at the time.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So I was really pleased that they did it that way around. And then there was an interview after that. I think I answered okay, but I was just so nervous because I'd never done a proper professional interview. I'd never been in that kind of environment before, so I was super nervous, and I had post-it notes all around my laptop of things to like prompt me.
Well, hats off to you for getting your first job off your first interview when you haven't done a professional interview ever before. And you felt that you did okay. Like, I thought
I did all right, but he said, oh, we've got another person that we're interviewing as well, and I thought, okay.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. So tell us about your job. What's your job title? And you've been there a couple of years. So just tell us what what it's been like over the last couple of years, what you do on a day-to-day basis for customers.
Yeah. So I'm Salesforce Administrator, and we do a mixture of support and projects. So there's usually a few projects going on at one time, because they're quite small projects. They're not enormous. They're smaller projects. So usually I'm doing a few at a time. So it's quite chaotic, but it keeps me busy. So in a typical day, I would be doing support tickets. I'll be working on projects, having client meetings, presenting work that I've done to clients and getting their feedback. That kind of thing is usually what would happen in a day for me.
Oh, that sounds amazing. And have you got support there? Have you felt like you've had a support team if you get stuck with anything? Or how does that work?
we can always ask the boss or each other. We're usually, between ourselves, we can usually come up with the answer to whatever we're.
Yeah. I think that's the difference that I felt, because when I worked independently, I couldn't bounce off anybody, where it's nice to be part of a team, isn't it, where you've got other people.
Yeah, even just to get a second opinion, or how would you do this?
Yeah, absolutely. In over 2 years, how have you grown your confidence and your skills? What else have you done?
So I took 2 more certifications. I took the Platform App Builder and the Advanced Admin. Which made me feel a bit more confident, because I wasn't expecting to pass them. Every time I did the focus on force, I was just scraping, kind of. Sometimes I'd pass, sometimes I wouldn't pass. So I was thinking, not looking good, but then I seemed to manage to pass the actual cert, so that was good. Yeah. But at my job, we use quite a few different of the cloud. We use different areas of Salesforce. So I've done Marketing Cloud, I've done Experience Cloud. What else have I done? We've used Form Titan, Form Assembly, Twilio, Isimio. We've done quite a few integrations. So because it's quite small, the company, you kind of get to hands-on with a lot of things that perhaps you wouldn't on a big project when you're on a big project for a while. Yeah. Because it's quite fast-paced, and we, have a lot of clients at one time. So yeah, we get to.
Do you like that variety? Do you like that variety and ability to learn different things? Do you feel comfortable doing that?
Yeah, I like learning about new things. So when we get a new kind of thing to do. It's quite exciting to see how that works in Salesforce. And yeah, I really do like the variety, and the pace is quite good as well.
Yeah, I think it's certainly, some people really love consultancy because of that, whereas for other people, you know, they want a more slow and steady situation, don't they? But it's
Yeah,
I loved about consultancy is there was always variety. There's always different projects and always different customers that you're helping as well.
yeah.
Right. So what certifications are on your roadmap next?
So I think I better do the Sales Cloud Consultant.
Fabulous, fabulous. We'll look out for that one.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to do that one next. I've
Oh,
already got it in Focus and Force, so it won't.
yeah. Oh, well, that's good. And in terms of, you know, we advocate about Salesforce roles being flexible and giving you the salary and career and everything else that you want. Have you got the flexibility that you looked for in the salary and the career growth?
Yeah, like I feel like my job is pretty flexible with around my children if I need it to be, which is really at the moment in my career, that's the main thing that I want at this point, is to be able to work around my kids if I need to.
Yeah. No, that's fantastic. And have you got career aspirations of what you want to do next?
I don't know really. I'm not really sure.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I don't know. There's a few areas that I want to learn more about. I want to work more with Marketing Cloud. I find that pretty interesting.
fabulous.
I've been doing bits here and there, but nothing too in depth.
No, it sounds like you're enjoying the day to day anyway at the moment.
Yeah.
There's lots of variety within that. So that's all good. And are there any final tips that you give to any people listening to this, thinking about whether it's right for them?
I would say if you are looking for like a flexible career and you enjoy problem solving, because that's kind of the main thing that you're really doing day to day, is problem solving and finding solutions to problems. If that's your kind of thing, then I think you'd be really well suited. And it can when you're starting out and learning Salesforce, it can feel quite overwhelming because there is so much information that you think you need to know. But my mentors told me when I was at Supermums that it's impossible to know absolutely everything about Salesforce. There's always something that you'll forget or that you'll need to Google. So yeah, don't feel like you're failing if you need to look things up, is what I would say.
Oh, no, that's fabulous tips as well. Thank you. And I think every day's a school day, right? So you've got to have that thirst for learning. And
Yeah,
it's
you
a
definitely.
perfect tip around is problem solving. But I always used to say to customers that I work with, I'm here to make you happy. I'm here to solve your problems. It's always nice making people happy and solving their problems for them. So it's very rewarding in that sense, isn't it?
Yeah,
And it must be rewarding for the businesses that you support every day, because you're helping them grow as small businesses and develop,
yeah.
and you're a vital resource for them. So you should be very proud of your journey. Well done. I mean,
Thank
that's
you.
a first interview and first job. That's amazing story. And the fact that Cloud Please, you know, headhunt our talents. It says everything about the quality of the candidates that come through it. So delighted to hear your story. Keep in touch with us. Let us know what you achieve next. And obviously, you're always part of our community anyway. So thank you, Isobel, for sharing your story.
Thanks, Heather.